Oh, now we've got it. Nice fish. And the Burt. I'm going to net this one. Nice fish. Beauty. Get out of the way, Burt. Come on. There we go. Oh, weigh this. It's got a big head on it. Third cast of the session. Conversion. Oh, nice fish. 9.32. 9.32 kilo. Not to take away. Put up a massive fight for the size of him. Well done. That's out of the way. There we go. Very thick set. Beautiful. That's a big head on him. Good fish. Drop him back. And away he goes. What a great start. Two. 1.11. 9.32 minus 1.11. It's 8.21 kilo. Got this, a quart of McDonald's on the way down here. My coffee is still hot. That's how quick that fish was. Excellent result. There's the case for the scales. Oh no! Brown bag, where is it? There it is. Oh, Jesus. Go again, come on. Getting that rattle really working. This flood water. Nice colour, it's not too dark. Pretty rapid jerks. Oh, and again. Oh! I want to get that rattle really putting some sound out. That's 1, 2, 3. That's 3, 4 takes. Not been here 20 minutes yet. Get that rattle going. Come on. Going backwards. I think the pike have waiting on the crease of the river floodwater and the boat channel. This is where most of the action was. I'll try another one. Here we go. I like to fish Burts fairly slowly. Dirty water like this, I give them a strong jerk and it just makes that rattle work a little bit louder. I want the fish to find it. The Squirrely Burt lure, they've got everything. They've got the shape in silhouette. They've got the fluttery tail. If you balance them right, a lot of lures when you pause reeling in, they will just sink to the bottom, or if it's a lift lure, it will just float to the top. Whereas a Burt will just hang in mid-water, very slowly rise to the surface. That's how I like to weight mine. More of a diving action than a side-to-side jerk. Every jerk you give it, it'll dive down that bit deeper. You can get them into some really deep holes with enough powerful jerks. I mean, we're about 6 foot here and it's no effort to get it to the bottom. Just see the tail of that. You probably can't see it in the camera, but I'm just going to let it hang and finish my coffee. McDonald's coffee is the best. As with any lure fishing, especially jerkbait fishing, you must keep contact with that lure all the time. It's the equivalent of a drop back bite. You'll get a pike, tack it from the back and carry it forward a few inches and you'll get a slack liner. Slack line bite, when you feel one of them, of course you're going to hit it just like anything else. But if you don't keep that tight line, you won't feel them. Get it down and work out on the bottom this time. Oh! Yes! That was a slack liner. Oh! Good fish again. Oh, it's come off. Oh, what's going on there? Wow, Tracy's took a bit of a battering. I've had it on for about 6 months. Okay. Let's go again. If I was lucky, I never actually hooked that. It was just gripping in its jaw, so it might have another go like the first one did. It took it from behind on a slack liner, that did. Yes! Probably the same fish, is it? Yeah, about the same size. Oh, he's well got that. He wanted that. Angry. I'm not chinning that out. Got the Burts off sticking out. Too hooky for me. There we go. Yeah. That could be a double. Definitely. Okay. Some glasses again. Oh yeah, there's a good 14, 15, bit of a muddy face on it. Nice fish. Let's drop him back. Hold the wrist of the tail, he'll tell you when he wants to go, like that. Sort this bloody mess out now. Moved a few miles downstream now of the boat yard. And big weir here. Fishes well when it's coming off a flood. Get these two skirts at the sides where those guys are fishing over there. A lot of barbel, big carp. And the pike are normally obliging. Let's have a look. We've got the Burt on again. Sandy and gritty banks though. I think we're going to have to find the lure which is going to do the business today. It's a lot more coloured here than it was at the boatyard. I suppose it would be with a weir. Thinking of the clown Burts, which is pretty white and green. Certainly a bit more visible than the other pattern I was using. Bring it up over the shelf. There is a shelf about 12 foot out there. It's in line with these reeds. Thinking back to the boatyard, we're getting the hits just on the edge of the flow. So I wonder if we can just walk over to the point over there where the boulders are. We'll get just on the edge of the flow there. We have to go with the flow rather than just quickly bringing it across it. Let's have a walk around and see. Oh yes. Oh, angry. Ah, right, my bloody snakes. There we go. Not a big fish. Come on. I should have brought the pliers with me really. Let's put them in the net. There we go. I'll take him on the mat. I normally chin them out, but when the lure's on the outside of the mouth and you've got the hooks flying around, it pays to be a bit more cautious. Not a big fish. About 6 pounds. That little change of position into the edge of the flow there made all the difference. Bring him back. So just talk about my setup. This is the big fish tackle BFT the Roots G2. That's the generation 2. The generation 1 I had a full cork handle. I like a cork handle, but when I bought this I couldn't find a generation 1. So this is the G2, 6'9", but it's got quite a long handle compared to a lot of jerkbait rods. It's got a longer handle. I like a longer handle. It just fits nice and snug under my elbow. You're playing fish with one hand. It's really nice. It's got a dolly butt section completely separate to the tip, which is really nice because this is the fighting curve of the rod, if you like, and there's no flat spots with any spigots. Keep that right down at the butt end. We've also got the anti-snag guides, which I don't know if you can see that, but they're facing forward, so if you've got your braid wrapped around them, you won't crack off, it will just slide straight off. That's a nice touch, quality reel, seat, Fuji, really nice rod. I think it casts about 140 gram, something like that. Most of what I do is about 100 gram, so it handles them really nice. The reel is an Okuma Komodo. Again, it's a really nice reel. Not cheap, but quality never is. The level wind is meshed on the free spool. So as you're casting out, the level wind will follow the line automatically. It doesn't restrict your casting, and the drag is a lot smoother rather than one of the level winds that disengages when you disengage the spool. Lever one, stay where it is, and the lines coming left and right, left and right. There's a lot of friction created. With this, the lever Y is meshed to the spool, so it follows it all the way along. It's a PowerPro braid. You can fit 100 yards of 40 kilo on here. That's 88 pounds in English. And that's finished off with a homemade 100 pound Cahira Nitinol trace. This is a bit bent, but I've had dozens and dozens of fish on this. Probably needs to be renewed now. Heavy duty swivel, 5-turn grinner knot to connect it. The dicky bow double through the crimps method, with a loop sticking at either end on each end of the crimps, just allows for a little bit of slippage and never let me down. Crimps are covered up with some shoot tube, stops you picking up weed, really helps. You don't need a really heavy rod, heavy duty reel, heavy duty line and trace for catching pike, but you do need it for getting these lures back. You're using lures, Burts and Strike Pro wolf tails, stuff like that. 30, 40 pound lure, and you need to be able to get them back. So these are the Burts. It's my favourite lure. I think they've got everything. As they come, they're absolute rubbish. Put them in the bin. They need a little bit of work on them. As they come out the packet, the hooks are massive on them. The split rings are really, really strong. You'd never break one if you're trying to pull out the snag. No good. You cast them out, they just lie on the surface, this scalloped end, and you jerk it, just make them dive a little bit. But straight out the box, they're not very good. What we need to do is add some weight into the nose. I use these little plastic plugs, I don't know if you can see that. And it's filled just enough shot, split shot. I use a shotgun shot, but you can use split shots fine. And with the weight of the trace as well, you want them hanging in the water, just like that, a little bit of tail showing. And when you jerk them, they will dive. Keep a tight line to them and they will slowly rise up again. Dive, dive, and that's how you can use them, jerk, jerk. It will make them dive, flutter back up. It's got the rattle, it's got the profile from underneath, just looks like a long jerk bait. It's got the fluttering tail, and a lot of lures, when you stop working them, if they're a little lure, they'll float to the top. If it's heavy jerk bait like a slider or a wolf tail, when you stop jerking it, it'll sink to the bottom. With the Burts, it will just hang in the water, so they're great for fishing mid-depth water. I changed the split rings. These are Savage gear. I think these are rated at £30, 15 kilos, something like that. But I've got more chance of breaking these than the ones that come with it. And if I'm on a snag, obviously I want the lure back. I'm not bothered about the hooks. The hooks are size 10, size 10 VMC hooks. They will bend out. That's just what you want. This is the northern pike pattern. You can see it's covered in scratches. It's had a hard life, it's got me a lot of fish. See me cast on that today. This is the clown pattern. Clown pattern, quite bright. Yeah, it's just as good as a fire tiger. See me catch on that. This is the darter, the red one with the white tail. Of course, you can replace the tails. You can put any tails you want on any colour at all. You can get these the tails £3 or £4 for a pack of 3 off eBay. They just super glued it in the end there. So let's put the darter pattern on, the red and black, and see if we can catch with one of them and caught on all 3, which would be perfect. See you in a bit. Okay, we're back on the body cam now. We've got the red and black darter. Let's try this one at the same place, still in the Whirlpool. very quiet. I've only had the one fish so far here. It's normally pretty reliable, but perhaps this flood water is still a little too high for them. But we've bought 3 Burts, caught on 2 so far. Wouldn't it be perfect if we could catch on the 3rd one? So there we go, we're back at the car now. Just finishing the flask off with the Manky McDonald's coffee cup. Sadly we didn't catch on the red and black. I tried a few spots working back towards the car, but I think the river's still a bit too dirty. The conditions are not great today. We did well in the boatyard, just that little cut off from the main river, the water clears and a lot of the fish head into there. You get a few floods, it does fish well. I could have stayed there, maybe would have had 2 or 3 more fish, but I don't like to overfish these places because people see you catching and you know the rest. I don't think it was the colour that let us down with the red one. I think you've just got to put a lure in front of a fish to catch it, haven't you? And you can't catch what's not there. The torn tail and the teeth marks in the red and black darter, that's testament to how effective that is. The clown pattern, we caught on that. I like the clown. It's a bit of an alternative to the fire tiger, not quite as bright. White underneath, dago yellow on top, and red head. It's nice alternative to the fire tiger. And the northern pike, this is my go-to. Every session start with this and work around that. We caught a couple of nice doubles on this today. It's going to come to a time and it needs repaint. I don't think I'll repaint it. I have got a replacement all ready to go. I'm going to get a few more fish through this. I think I'll take the hooks off and perhaps mount it because it's got a few years worth of battle scars there. Please subscribe and you'll get notified when I make more videos. I have only just started making videos, but I've got a few planned. I'm going to get a couple of brand new Burts. I'm going to get some scent in and I will take you through how I weight them and plug them with the removable plug. You can add and take weight depending on what you want it to do. It seems to work for me. There's loads of ways you can do it, it's just the way that I do it. More Burt fishing, have a look at 80 Woodchucker's channel and Paul the River Piker. Those boys, they know what they're doing. They fish the Burts a lot as well. Get a lot of fish. 80's got a good video showing you how he weights them. Very similar to what it's the same as my method really. I've also got a very interesting homemade lure retriever that I'm going to show you how to make. Just cost just a few pounds from B&Q for the parts. It will pay for itself with the first lure that you get back. I've already got some footage that I've saved of me retrieving lures from big snags with the retriever. Just want a couple more just to make it a more interesting video. I'm going to show you it. I'll be in my garage and I'll show you how to make the business end of that. So it's time to go home, so please subscribe, catch a few fish, and I'll catch you soon.